tightest news of the day. So let me come here and double check here, and then we go here, and then we do that. Oh yeah, it worked. Okay, I'm gonna come off this side. So Ian Rappaport said Van Jefferson will see a specialist on Monday, that's tomorrow, for a knee issue that's been plaguing him. Source says Jefferson has been doing maintenance and faces the prospect of missing a few weeks. He'll have more info following the appointment, including if he needs surgery. Now, continuing to talk about Van Jefferson, if we click over to Jordan Rodriguez, I'll make sure that's centered. Yeah, it is. She said, McVay declined to say whether Jefferson's situation was related to the knee. He had a procedure on this in the spring, but clearly was concerned when he spoke to us yesterday. McVay is not scheduled to address the media today, but this report states Jefferson is in information gathering process. So clearly there is smoke here. Okay, I'm not saying this is Jefferson's knee, because he did get surgery on it earlier this year. It was bugging him throughout the playoffs, and you know he was playing on that. But I think that obviously this is a concern. Jefferson, for anyone who watches this channel, I'm a big believer in Van Jefferson, and I think he has, I think in especially this third year of his career, he could really, put up some solid numbers. And he is an important part of this offense. He is not someone that is like, he's not just someone trying to make the team. No. He has made the team. He's put up healthy production in the NFL, and losing him would be a big blow. I do think it is okay for us to acknowledge that if Jefferson were to miss some time, we have a good depth behind him. Now, unproven depth to an extent, because it is a young wide receiving core behind him, in Ben Saronic, Tutu Atwell, Brandon Powell. But, okay, I know a lot of people are going to say, what about Odell Beckham Jr.? What about OBJ? I'm a firm believer that Odell will sign in due time. I think that him being on the team right now doesn't really serve a purpose, and I think they have like a handshake agreement with Odell. And this is, again, totally my own theory, my own personal theory. Don't have any like news to back this up, but I believe just from the way that Odell has interacted with the Rams this offseason and shown up to Sean McVay's wedding, and Sean McVay calling him out from his press conference last week at training camp, Odell, I think, will be back. I just think it's in a different timing because of his ACL tear. But even if he does come back, he's not going to come back until probably November at earliest. Now, I see some of you in the chat already. You're talking about, yeah, I see Rams says. We're definitely talking about that. So if we look at this Rams depth chart, obviously you got Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson, like amazing. Then it would be Van Jefferson. And if he were to miss time, who comes into that third wide receiver spot? So the name Jacob Harris comes up. Now, for those of you who maybe have forgotten about Jacob Harris, he was a fourth-round rookie selection in last year's draft for the Rams, and he had a great camp. He was going to be going to play tight end, but clearly, if you look at the Rams' tight end room, there's not really a need there, and so it was reported out that that Jacob Harris is converting to wide receiver. He's committed to being a wide receiver, and I think this is a good move for him career-wise, because the reality is, because he missed time in his rookie year and he was a fourth-round selection, he's actually, he's definitely having a, he has to acknowledge his career is in jeopardy to an extent. He's got to put he's got to put some solid, playing time in. He's got to get some production on the field, and because that's the cutthroatness of the NFL. Jacob Harris, he runs a 4.43. That's what he was running in the combine. He's a 6'6" build, so he's a big guy. And if he could translate his freak athletic nature into the wide receiver position, oh man, he would be a monster. And that's what we're cheering for. That's what we're cheering for sure. But I also think Tutu Atwell has a lot of those same concerns coming up. But this will be something to watch. And I think going into the preseason, those are the two wide receivers, not just the two wide receivers, the two players in the Rams I'm most excited to see in the preseason is Jacob Harris and Tutu Atwell. But let me know in the comments, and I want to hear from you.